Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for 6 things that we learned from Southampton 1, Chelsea 5. The Chelsea fans in the away end tonight singing the name of our manager, Enzo Maresca, and we've got our Chelsea back. I tell you what guys, we're second in the Premier League. We've scored 5 goals away from home. We are on fire right now. Chelsea are in such good form. And I'm absolutely all here for it. If you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel, GBFC, so you don't miss anything, and smack a like on today's video. To be fair, we could have scored 10. We could have had 11. Southampton, I'm going to say this for a little start here at this video. If you're a Premier League side, right, you come up from the Championship, it's not always about playing out from the back. If you're going to play against Chelsea, please do, because we will pick you off willy-nilly. It was so easy. Chelsea today didn't even really have to go into 4th gear. I'd say that there were times in the first half where the pace was just blistering. Every single movement that we made today towards the Southampton goal, I'm like, we're going to flipping score here. We make a brilliant start to the match. Enzo Fernandez with a corner. Even Chelsea scoring a corner. It's unreal. Axel Disasi gets up. Credit to him. He's not really been in the team apart from in the Conference League, but he gets a game tonight, gets himself a goal. And then immediately after that, we're like, oh dear, this could be one of those nights for Chelsea, couldn't it? We make a load of changes. Philip Jorgensen is in goal. Gusto, Disasi, Tosin, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo. And then obviously moving forward, the front four is always going to be good. But when Southampton get that equaliser, I was concerned. I was like, we've literally shut ourselves down straight after conceding. They often say in football, it's when you're susceptible to conceding a goal. You're at your most vulnerable. But it's only an equaliser, and from that point on, the game was just a bit of a joke, really, to be honest. Southampton play out from the back. Noni Madueke puts the pressure on the Southampton player, wins the ball back, steals it from his ankles. Great work from Noni. Gives it to Christo, and Nkunku makes it 2-1. Gets the balloon celebration out. He looks happy. And then straight away, down the other end, not down the other end, back in the Chelsea end, sorry. Joao Felix finds Cole Palmer. Palmer nearly makes it 3-1. And then Tosin with a header that hits the crossbar from a corner. Like every single time we got the ball in the box, every time we got a corner, I don't remember the last time I watched Chelsea play. And when we take a corner, I'm like, we're going to flip and score here. Tosin hits the crossbar, and then it is 3-1. I'd say the pick of the goals, we're going to talk about Sancho in a little bit. 3-1, Noni, brilliant goal. Joao Felix with the assist. And then, as the second half is going underway, Chelsea, the fact that Southampton had 10 men is also hilarious. Shout out to Mark Cucurella. People go through phases, right? I shaved my head at times. This is my bed hair right now because I was watching the game in bed today. I was absolutely knackered because I went out the night before. So allow me for today. Cucurella, he's had his hair pulled. So Stevens, the Southampton captain's been sent off. What an absolute plonker. What is this bloke doing? There's cameras everywhere, mate. You're not going to be seen. Although I will say this. Why wasn't it a red card when it happened between Chelsea and Tottenham, eh? I'm not sure how the rules have been bent there. Not sure how they've changed so dramatically, but we move. Felix then, how Joao Felix today also didn't score is beyond me. He's really got to improve his finishing, Joao Felix. I know a lot of people like him. I also like him. He's great in that pocket. He brings extra creativity to Chelsea. But the fact of the matter is, mate, you have so many great chances and you miss sitter after sitter. I don't understand how he does it. Philip Jorgensen also made some big saves in that second half. Credit to him. Tosin hits the post again from a corner. And then it's just the Southampton goalie showing up, to be honest. There's an argument that he could be the flipping man of the match for stopping it being a record goal-scoring game for Chelsea Football Club. We were brilliant. 4-1, Cole Palmer. It's inevitable. We know it's going to happen every single game. He had probably one of his more quiet games. It's brilliant work, by the way. I keep spitting. Brilliant work from Christopher Nkunku. Palmer with the goal. And then it's party time at the end because Jadon Sancho gets his first goal in a Chelsea shirt. And I tell you what, right? I wanted Jadon Sancho to come to Chelsea years ago. When he was at Borussia Dortmund, I was like, this guy was a Chelsea fan. He belongs at Chelsea. To see him score the 5th goal tonight, I think for me, epitomizes how far we've come. This is a moment where it's like, right, a 4-1 win when we should have scored 10. 5-1 just always sounds better, doesn't it? It always looks better when you've got 5 or 6 as opposed to 4. It makes it look like an absolute dominant rout, which it 100% was for Chelsea. Box number 1 today. I don't think necessarily anybody was mind-blowing out there on the field. It was just the all-round, perfectly managed Premier League away win for Chelsea. But Moises Caicedo, this man is everywhere. Every single video, I think, these days, Caicedo gets himself a green box. I thought today he was magnificent. I thought Enzo Fernandez also played well. And to be fair, I should have really given this box to both Caicedo and Enzo. But I will say this, there were gaps in the midfield a bit today. I think when Lavia is in there, Chelsea's centre of the park, which we spoke about in the analysis video earlier this week, the middle of the pitch just seems fully secured, locked down, when all 3 of them are in the side. But today I don't think we needed it, but there was gaps in that midfield. But I thought Caicedo was just everywhere, as he always is. Box number 2, Premier League debut for Philip Jorgensen, and he gets himself a green. Some big saves at big moments in the game. There was also a moment early on where I think Southampton were offside, but Jorgensen makes the save. As well as that, I'll say this one. Sanchez didn't have a bad game last weekend, kept himself a clean sheet, of course, so we don't have to put him down every match video that we make, even if the other goalie does well. But distribution, very, very good as well. Philip Jorgensen does well. It's also a green box for Christopher Nkunku. The man has had to be patient. I think Maresca's obviously looked at the team, and in my preview, I didn't think he was going to make many changes. I always think that footballers should be able to play 2 games a week. A lot of them can, a lot of them will. But Christopher Nkunku has waited for his opportunity. He doesn't just want to be playing for Chelsea in Conference League matches or against your Barrows in the Carabao Cup. This guy is too good of a footballer to just not get his chance. And he gets himself a goal and an assist today. We see the balloon celebration as well. We didn't see it in the last Conference League game. I think he's kind of like, this isn't my level. The Premier League is his level. There's a lot of questions about whether or not Nkunku fits this system. I think under Maresca, Jackson has just been on fire. And it is sometimes difficult to know and see where Christopher Nkunku gets in this team. And I also think that Maresca looks at Joao Felix and sees him getting more minutes than Nkunku, simply because Felix just works so well in that pocket. He's got that little bit of extra creativity where Felix does a lot of his best work deeper inside the opposition half, as in further back towards our half. Whereas Nkunku, yes, he's that fox in the box. Yes, he loves to get involved with another striker, but I just think Felix is probably preferred. But today, Nkunku goal, Nkunku assist. How good does it feel that Chelsea have got so many players when we can make so many changes that can absolutely deliver the goods? Box number 4 is a green for Noni, right? But like, I could have actually given it as a yellow. He got a great assist, scored a lovely goal, so I can't sit here and give him a yellow, but bloody hell, mate, like, the finishing was just so nonchalant at times from Noni. And I think he works hard for the team. He's always putting in a shift. And look, to get a goal and an assist on an away game, it's always going to be a flipping green box, right? But I had to caveat it by saying I think he's got to do better with his finishing, because it's just a little bit too casual. And we should be sat here right now, genuinely, I think we should be sat here talking about a record-breaking Chelsea away win. But we still score 5. I am absolutely not complaining. Box number 5 is a green for Jadon Sancho. Comes off the bench, and it is an emphatic strike. Look, Chelsea right now, we're second in the league. I think Arsenal are 1-0 up at the time that I'm recording this. I haven't actually checked the scores because I'm getting this video out for you lot. Make sure you're subscribed and smack a like on it if you haven't already. I love Jadon Sancho. I just love this team, you know. There's so many players that are just absolutely turning up, delivering week after week, game after game. And look, to hear the Chelsea fans away at Southampton singing, "We've got our Chelsea back, we've got our Chelsea back," it genuinely feels like we do. We are on fire. And box number 6 is a green for the quite magnificent Italian manager Enzo Maresca. The way that he's come into Chelsea, and look, rival fans will be like, well, you spent all that money. Of course you're going to have to be good at some point. Well, yes, but it's the speed in which he's brought an identity to this team. We've heard him say this week in a press conference, Chelsea will dominate English football for the next 5 to 10 years. Well, we got 5 goals tonight. We absolutely feasted fish and chips, gravy and flipping vinegar on the South Coast. It was a brilliant night. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do smack a like rating on it and let me know the 6 things that you learned in the comments down below. And the next game, you know it, it's Tottenham Hotspur. This is the team I hate more than anybody else. And I tell you what, I think Spurs will be quaking in their boots right now because this Chelsea side are too flipping good. Get in there. Come on, you Blues.